today is our roll, stretch, and unwind class. And I would like to focus today on the lower body and specifically the hamstrings, the hips, and also the calves, and also working on the lower back. For props, what I have today is a strap, and we'll use it at the end. If you don't have a strap, you can take a belt or a towel. Also, I have a block. If you don't have a block, if you have a stool, that will work for one of the exercises I'll have you do. Also, I have balls, and I have a smaller ball. I wanted to work on hamstrings sitting, so a smaller ball for that. It could be a tennis ball. If you do not have a ball today, you can just skip, obviously, this part. And I have a slightly larger ball for the hips when we get to the hips. If you do have a foam roller at home instead of a ball when we do the hips and the thighs, because I will work on the quadricep as well, then you can just simply use that. Okay, so let's get started, and we'll lie down the back. And I also have a chair. At some point, we'll be lying down, sitting on the chair, and work on the hamstrings. Okay, so starting on your back. Okay. So lying down. Okay. Let's just start with both knees towards your chest. So give it a little hug here, and maybe just a little roll from side to side, right to left. So I'm going to do a little bit of work first around the joints. So I'm going to warm up. We'll start with the feet, the knees, the hips, and just draw the knees in a circle here, one direction. Okay, and then reverse the other direction. So I will start with some what they're called ankle circles and point flex. And although it seems like it is a foot exercise, it really also affects the knee and you know, the bones of the lower leg, and kind of reset that area moving up into the knees. So we're just going to bring your right knee towards your chest and bring your left leg up, and just hug that right knee into your chest and lower your left leg down. So we'll do this 4 times. Again, inhale, just lift your left leg up, and then exhale, lower your leg. And just 2 more like this. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. 1 more time. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower your leg, and then this time place your left leg down. Press it down. Stretch that left heel to the front, and here just take some circles with your right knee. So just nice and easy knee circles, one direction. All right, and reverse it. So we're just loosening up in the hip flexor region here, the front part of your hip. As you draw that knee around in a circle. 1 more, and then pause here. From here, let's grab behind your right thigh. Okay, lacing the fingertips. All right, and that knee is now parked right over your hip. Okay, flexing the foot, the right foot. Let's go ahead and take some circles. So we're going to circle out and around, out and around. So hip flexor here stays slightly engaged, and then you just move your right ankle out and in. So that thigh is not moving here. 1 more time this direction, and let's reverse the circles. So again, out and around, so going in and out, in and out. Okay, and then a couple more here in this direction, 1 more. And now let's flex and point. So flex and then point, flex and point. And I'm doing about 10 movements. Okay, just 4 more here. Flex and point. 2 more. And then 1 more. And then release. Again, drive that knee into your chest. Take your left knee into your chest. Little squeeze. And now bring your right leg straight up to the ceiling. Hug your left knee. Okay? And let's bring your right leg down. Lower. And then inhale, lift. Again. Just lower that right leg. And then back up. Twice more. Lower your leg. Back up. And again. Now lower your right leg. This time hold the leg down. Again, stretch that right heel away from your hip. Okay, and let's take some circles. So just knee circles here. Again, just loosening up a little bit in that hip flexor. All right, and let's reverse the circles. Go the other way around. One more. And then hug that knee into your chest. Now I'm going to lace the fingertips behind your left thigh. And then bring that knee right over your hip. Okay, so you're going to get it parked right here. And then we'll take some circles. So we're going to go out first and around. Out and around. And again, about 10 circles here, ankle circles. So that thigh's not moving, the knee stays in place, just rotating the foot. All right, and then reverse the other way, in first, out and around. Okay. And last 4 here, 3, 2, 1. Lastly, we'll flex and point. Point, flex, point. Okay, 4 more. Last 3, 2, and 1. Again, hug your knees into your chest. Hug, hug. Little roll side to side. Okay, we'll take some spinal twist. So keeping your feet together, your knees together. Should you need more support, you could squeeze a pillow, or if you have a block between your knees, that works as well. Take your arms straight out to your side. Roll your shoulders down. And let's take your knees over to your right. And then make a little half circle here towards your right elbow. Pause. And then back to center. And then over to your left. So starting fairly easy here. Decide how far down or close to the ground you want to bring that knee. Again, over to your left. Right shoulder stays heavy. Up and around. And to your right. Again, to your left. So just waking up that spine a little bit here, but also stretching into the side of your back, into your glutes. Bring it back to center and to your left. And one more time each side, to the right. We'll pause and to your left. Bring it back to center. Hold here and then bring the feet down. Okay, so your feet about hip width apart. Okay, keeping your feet on the ground, knees bent, arms by your side, your palms are facing up. Let's take some pelvic tilts. So all you'll do is you'll tilt your tailbone up and then down. So you're rocking the pelvis, okay? Again, tilt. So we're using this to reset the pelvis a little bit. So again, tilting, tailbone up towards your pubic bone, and then release the tailbone down. Again, pelvic tilts. Feel a little bit of the low abdominal engage here on that tilt. Couple more, tilt, and release. And then one more time, tilt, and release. From here, cross the right over your left. Keep your arms by your side, palms up, and just bring your left foot off the ground, and then set the foot down. So it's your cross figure 4 stretch. Again, not using the arms here. So you're just lifting and lowering the foot. Again, lift that left foot. 2 more. Lift. And lower. 1 more time. Lift. This time hold. So again, sometimes we just hug the leg in. For this one, I just want you to use your muscles to hold you in that shape. So it's a little bit more active. Yet you're still stretching, opening up that right hip. Actively push your right thigh away from your right shoulder. Keep the upper body nice and relaxed. Just one more breath here. Exhale fully. And then we'll set that left foot down. We'll stay in the same shape. Just bring that right foot over to your left. And take a little twist. All right, coming back to center. And then from here, uncross the leg. Right foot down. Let's bring your left ankle above your right knee. Flex that foot. And then push your left thigh out. And then same thing. We'll just lift your right foot up. And set it down. Again. Lift. Then set it down. 3 more. Actively pushing that left thigh out. Again, 2 more. Lift. And release. And then 1 more time. Release. Actually, I like 1 more. We're going to stay up. Hold it here. So again, actively push that left thigh away from you. And just hold that shape. So feel both sides of your waist evenly long. So a lot of time we tend to crunch right now in that left side. So see if you can actively send your left sit bone away from your left shoulder. 1 more breath here. Inhale. And exhale fully. Set the right foot down. Uncross. Oh, I'm sorry, don't. Take the twist. I forgot this part. There you go. Yeah, so all you do is you bring your left foot over to your right and you're standing on the ground with that left foot. And go ahead and take some cactus arms here. So bending your elbows, left shoulder stays heavy. Okay, let's come back to center. Uncross. Keep your arms in the same shape. Take the feet the width of the mat, so wider than your hips. All right. And then from here, let's take rotations, femur rotations. You're going to rotate to the right and then to your left. Okay, so like windshield wipers. Again, to the right and to the left. Okay, so allow the legs to start to move that pelvis. To the right and to the left. Again, 1 more time each way. To the right and to the left. And then we come back to center. From here, bring your feet together. Have your right knee bent and bring your right leg long. Okay, so left knee's bent, right leg long, and take your right leg up to the sky, the ceiling. Okay, so arms stay relaxed by your side. And all we'll do here is you'll turn your whole leg internally and externally. So you're going to rotate. Now notice it's not your ankle, so it's different from what we were doing before when I had you isolate the ankle. So here I want you to think of the whole thigh bone rotating inward and then outward. All right, so your whole leg turns in and out. Keep going. In and out. In and out. Twice more. In and out. 1 more time. In and out. Keep your legs straight up, so find neutral. Now bring your hands behind your right thigh. Stretch your left leg long. And then from here, bend your right knee. And then extend your right knee. Again, bend your right knee. And then extend the right knee. Drive the heel up. Two more. Bend. So at the end, we'll do a stretch with a strap or belt or towel, whatever you have available here. So right now, we're just making it a little bit more dynamic. Couple more times here, bend and straight. And then one more. Hold the leg. Straight up. Okay, so we're gonna start from here and then we'll walk up the leg. So actively reach the right heel up, flexing that foot. Okay, and then from here, curl your chest up. So lift your head, shoulders, and then you're gonna start to walk up your leg. Climbing the leg up, you can grab the foot and then walk it down. Good, head down, and again, climb up. Again, maybe grab the foot, and then down. And then one last time here, climb all the way up, up, up. Grab the foot, left thigh, keep pressing it down, and then walk it all the way down. And bring your right knee into your chest. Take the right leg long. Stretch both legs. Okay, notice if maybe that right leg feels a little bit longer than the left. Could happen if you look, maybe take a look. All right, from here we'll take the left knee into your chest. Okay? Then you'll bend your right knee so the right foot is flat. And then you'll bring your left leg straight up. Take your arms to your sides. You're not using the arms the first time. You can even turn your palms up, relax the shoulders. Okay, so left leg pressing up. Let's start to internally rotate that left leg and then externally rotate. Okay, so you're actually using your muscles right now to help you move your bones inside of the joint. Right now, your femur moving inside of your hip joint. Internal rotation, external rotation. That's it. Rotate in and rotate out. Keep the pelvis same position, just two more here, in and out. One more. And then come back to neutral. Hands behind your left thigh. Stretch your right leg long. And you could, by the way, keep your knee bent if you need to modify this. Bring that leg in towards you to the point of stretch. And now bend the knee. And then extend. Drive the heel. Again, bend. And extend. Stretch it up. Again, bend. And extend. One more time here. Now keep your legs straight. Okay, and we'll take that walk up the leg. So head up, shoulders up, and let's start to climb. One hand at a time. Maybe grab the ball of your foot and walk it down. Again, walk it up. So yes, you're activating your core a little bit here. And then walk it down. And just one more time here. Again, walk it up. And then walk it all the way down. And bend your left knee, bend your right knee to your chest. Little hug. Side to side. Okay, let's bring your feet in the width of the mat. Arms out to your side. You can take that cactus shape. This time, drop to the right and gonna hold. So take your tailbone and tilt it in a little bit. Squeeze your left glute. Pick up your right foot and see if you can get that right pinky edge of your foot on top of your left thigh, right above the knee. So if you squeeze that left glute a little bit, feel that stretch right in your left hip flexor. And let's stretch your left arm overhead. And then bend your left elbow. Release the foot first. And then come back up. And then knees over to your left. Start with a twist. And right away, squeeze that right glute. Right? So push that hip forward a little bit. Tilt your tailbone in. Pick up your left foot. And rest that foot on top of your right lower leg, lower thigh. Reach your right arm overhead. And fully exhale. Bend your right elbow. First, release your left foot. And then bring your knees up. Good. Bring your knees to your chest. Little roll. And you can either roll up or roll to your side. We'll come onto hands and knees. Okay. Okay. Okay, so you're going to be on all fours, hands and knees. And just a reset here for the back, we'll take cat-cow. So very slowly, when you want your arms to be nice and straight, let's round your back, push the floor away, tilt your chin, tilt your tailbone. And then uncurl, head comes up last. Again, round back, just two more. Spread between your shoulder blades, draw your navel into your spine. And then inhale, shoulder blades slide down, belly drops, broad across your collarbones. Open your throat, look up. One more time, round back. And then inhale, arch. And then come into neutral table. And let's bring your right knee up. So we're actually going to take knee circles. Oops, bend my right knee more. All right, so here we go. So you're going to bring the right knee towards the floor. Then take it out to the side and up. Again, knee to the floor, out and up. Two more this direction. If it bothers your wrist, you could come down your elbow. That works as well. Okay, pause here, and you're going to do the other direction. So up first, externally rotate, down, and then up. Out to the side, down, and back. Two more. One more time. And then release the leg, stretch it back, and set it down. Second side. So we'll pick up your left knee. Okay, so again, bending that knee. We'll take the knee out, down first, out, in, and down. Out, internally rotate, and then back down. Two more this direction. Out, in, and down. One more. Out, in, and down, and reverse it. Up, out to the side, in and down. 3. 2 more. And then one more time. Knee circles. Stretch your left leg. And set it down. Curl your toes. Bring your hips up and back and downward facing dog. Exhale. Push back. You can stay onto all fours if you need to. Maybe even take a child's pose. And start to stretch your heels back. Push the tops of your thighs back. Mat your chest back. Thumbs index pressing firmly into the floor. Rolling those triceps down ever so slightly. Create space in your neck. It's okay if your heels don't touch. Just think of pressing back. Just one more breath here. So we'll do a little flow for the hips. So we'll take the right leg straight up. Keep your hips nice and square. Now as you float forward, we'll step the right foot outside of your right hand. Okay, so we call it spider lunge or lizard. Okay, from that lizard, you're going to turn towards your left. So you're going to bend your left knee. You're going to rotate. You're going to, lunge towards your left. You can lift your right toes. You're going to come back to center, hands down. Step your right leg back. and into downward facing dog. Let's do this again. So as you float forward, left foot goes forward outside of your left hand. You're in your spider lunge. And then shift towards your right. Bend into your transverse lunge. Lift your left toes. Bring it back to center. And then push back to downward facing dog. And just one more time each direction. So this is nice mobility work for your hips. Right leg forward into your spider lunge. And then bend your left knee. You can lift your right toes. You can even balance here or hands on the ground. And then shift forward into your lunge. And then back into downward facing dog. And one more time, left foot forward, lunge. Then to the right, transverse lunge. Bring it to the front, into your spider lunge, and then back into downward facing dog. Press back. Ribs in. Pushing the tops of your thighs further back. And let's bring the right leg up again. We'll take that right foot through between your hands. Drop the back knee down and come into a low lunge. All right. Okay, so feet, the foot, and the knee about hip width apart. Let's lift your arms up, inhale. Okay, and then as you exhale, hands down, and let's straighten your front leg and bow forward. Again, lunge, arms up, inhale. And exhale down, and come into your runner's lunge. And just one more time like this. Lunge deep, hips low, chest up, tailbone heavy, hands down, and come into your runner's lunge. Now hold into your runner's lunge. Wiggle the right foot out just a tiny bit. So in your runner's lunge, let's inhale long. And on your exhale, bow forward. Again, inhale. And then exhale, bow. One more, inhale. And exhale, bow. Pause here. An extra breath. Really activate your right quadricep so you can open that hamstring. Pull the pinky edge of your foot towards you a little more. And let's come halfway. Now remember what we did lying down. You're going to take your right foot out or right leg out and in. So we're doing the same thing. You're externally rotating your thigh bone, internally rotating your thigh bone. So take it out and in. Two more times. Out and in, and then one more time. Now we're coming out. This time you're going to hold here. So the pinky edge of your foot is down. Now this is when maybe you need to use a block or something under your hand, but otherwise you'll bring both of your hands towards your right. So we're getting into the lateral seam of your leg here, a little more of the IT band and of the outer hamstring. Inhaling long, and then exhale, little bow forward. Again, inhale. And exhale. And you want to gently flex, dorsiflex that right foot. One more time, inhale. And then exhale, just hold it. To the point of stretch. Actively push or press that pinky edge of the foot into the ground as you fold. One more deep inhale and long exhale. Let's come halfway. Bring it back to center. Coming to your low lunge one more time. From here, raise the arms. So tilt your tailbone in ever so slightly, even squeeze your left glute, reach your arms up, and let's just take a side bend while we're here. All right, so lean over towards your right. Squeeze your left glute a little bit, engage that low belly. so you don't sit in your lower back here. And you can even rest your head on your right bicep. One more breath here, inhale. And then exhale, release. Take your arms up, bring your hands down, curl your back foot, and then press back to dog. Press it back. You can always take child's pose, drop to your knees, take all fours. Firm those arms, push the floor away as you're moving away from the arms into your legs. Take your left leg straight up and look forward, step the left foot through between your hands. Drop the back knee down, so you're in a low lunge. And you can keep the toes curled. It helps sometimes a bit with balance, so it's up to you. Okay, and let's take both arms all the way up, inhale. So low lunge. And then on your exhale, just bow forward, straighten your front leg. Again, inhale, lunge, lift. Reach up, hands down. Extend the front leg into your runner's lunge. Again, low lunge, reach up, and exhale, and straighten your front leg. And now hold it here. So you can wiggle that foot out a little bit, teeny bit, till you feel the stretch. Again, pull the foot, the toes back. And on your inhale, again, long. On your exhale, fold. Again, inhale. Exhale and fold. One more time. Inhale. And fold. And let's pause here. Breathing into that hamstring. Actively contract your left quadricep. And visualize your kneecap. It's as if you're pulling that kneecap back towards your hip. And then inhale, come halfway. Up. And let's do the same thing with your legs. So we'll internally rotate and then externally rotate. All right, and again, it's not just an ankle movement. It starts at your thigh bone. All right, so you're rotating your whole thigh in and out. In and out. And one more time here, in and out. And then we'll rotate all the way to the left. Okay? So the pinky edge of your foot is down. And then from here, you'll walk your hands towards your left. And then same thing, inhale long. And then exhale, little fold. Again, inhale. And exhale, fold. And this side might feel different. For me, I'm tighter on that side for some reason today. One more time. Fold. And hold here. Just take a couple breaths. Deep inhale. And exhale fully. One more inhale. And then exhale. Let's come back to center. Bring the leg back to neutral. Again, come back into your low lunge. Reach up with the arms, so squeeze that right glute. Arms up. Let's grab your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale. Engage the low belly, so lift your frontal hip points up towards your ribs. And you can rest your head onto your left bicep as you lean to the side. But stay active here, especially with the right glute. So you'll feel that extra stretch with your right glute squeezing, really opening up that hip flexor region here. One more breath. Keep hugging those ribs in. And then slowly release. All the way down. Hands down. Curl the back toes, high lunge. And step back to downward facing dog. Okay, let's walk your hands back to your feet. And let's roll up. So we're gonna grab your block here. Now you could do this without the block, but this makes it a little easier. So we'll start with the right leg. So let's go ahead and spread your feet wide, and you'll bring that block. Now, another option to do this, if you had a stool, that would work. You have your hands on the stool, like a low stool, ideally. That would also work for this. Again, if you have a block, it's a little better. So we're going to go towards the right first, okay? So that's my right. So I'm going to go to my right, all right? So what we'll do, and it's called the twister. So starting to elongate your spine here. And bring the block with you. We're going to bring the block over to your right, okay? So again, I'm moving in this direction. So I'm going to the right, and I'm starting to turn my feet, both of my feet towards the right, okay? And then I'm going to turn more to the right. So now I'm going to turn my feet also to the right. So that's why it's called a twister, because you're twisted. All right, so you're here. Okay, so now if you have that block, and maybe you don't need the block, by the way, right? So you can just not use the block, and I'm just going to fold. Okay, so I'm deeply internally rotating my legs here. And so this is going to be a stretch for, I mean, obviously you're getting to a hamstring, also into the IT band, and also into the glutes. So just fold forward. Again, your toes should be pointing dead ahead. Just fold as deep as you can, just 2 more breaths. Exhale. And then 1 more breath here, inhale. And then exhale. Come halfway up. Take a block with you. And then come back to the front. So wiggle your feet. Come back to center. So in the wide forward bend here. And again, you can just simply fold. Evening things out. Active legs. Contract your quads. And then come halfway up. Take the block with you again if you need. And let's walk over to your left. So it's by me, my left, so I'm going to go to my left. So I'm going to angle my feet to the left. And now I'm going to turn more to the left. So I'm facing the back again. Okay. All right. So keep going. So if I was to do it from here, so you could see, I'm going to go that way, that way, that way, that way. And then, oops, I'm twisted. And I'm folding. All right, so it's a deep, deep rotation here, all right? So you're gonna inhale long, and then exhale and fold. Again, inhale, and exhale, fold. Twice more, or 1 more, sorry, inhale, and then exhale, fold, and let's pause here, take a couple of deep breaths. So we're already opening the hamstrings here as well. 1 more breath in. And exhale fully. Okay, let's come out of there. Come halfway. Pick up your block. All right, and let's face the side. Face back to neutral. I'll face you again here. Okay, again, fold, hands right between your feet. Draw the crown of the head down. Elbows back. Activate your quads. Lift your kneecaps up. Strong legs. Shift your weight ever so slightly towards the balls of the feet here. And then come halfway up. Bring your hands on your hips. And then rise up. Good. Step up your legs together. Boop. Okay. So now we're going to grab our chair. So if you don't have anything like this, well, a ball. Because that you need a ball for. You can just do maybe a strap stretch. So I would use the strap and just do a hamstring stretch, okay? But I wanted to show you how you can release the hamstrings on a chair. So we're gonna sit, okay? And then you have a ball. So again, I have like a yoga tune-up ball. It could be a tennis ball. Something, or it could be a small, like a pinky ball, something like that. So we're gonna start with the right. So we're gonna bring that ball below your right sit bone, Okay, so you have to locate your right sit bone and you go right under. So you're right in that hamstring tendon. Okay, and so what I'm going to do this is I'm just going to hold onto the chair. Okay, so the first thing you do is breathe into it. Okay, so again, that right sit bone, you're right underneath your sit bone. So the first thing you're going to do is you're just going to bring that knee from side to side. So you're going to roll that ankle in and out, and you're just moving the knee from right to left. Okay, side to side, side to side. So we're doing a cross friction here. Okay, one more time here, side to side. Good, so now come on the ball of your foot. Now you're gonna pivot your whole leg in and out. Okay, so again, you're bringing that leg into internal rotation and external rotation. So you cross and cross. Couple more times. And then one more time here. And then release. Good. Pause and breathe. So we're going to take that right leg, reach it back. Okay, so now the ball is going to be more in the inner thigh. You're going to reach the leg back. So it's a little bit higher up, a little hard to access here area. Okay, so to reach the leg straight back. Okay, and then you're going to bring the leg back in. Okay, so you're going to reach it back and then back in. A couple more times, slide it back. And then back in, one more time, slide. And then all the way back in. Good. From here, let's go ahead and bring the ball back to that sit bone region here. We're gonna bring the right ankle above, okay? And here, we're just gonna do a little roll from side to side. So just releasing right there. Crossing the leg, and you start to pivot a little bit from side to side. Couple more times, right to left. One more. Good, and then release. Remove the ball. So I'm doing a quick variation of that, but so you get the idea that you can really get deep into the hamstrings by working right at the tendon, okay? So again, right into that insertion. So again, your left sit bone, and you take the ball right in front, okay? Okay, so find the place first, okay, and take a few breaths here. Okay, make sure I'm good with time here. Okay, and the first thing you'll do is you'll roll the leg in and out, right? So that foot out and then in. Okay, so that's why we did that work before. We worked at the getting some movement of the bone inside of the joint. So all this work we've done before. Okay, now you're gonna come on the toe, the ball of your foot, and now you're gonna rotate your leg deeper in and then out. Again, deep in and out, in and out. Twice more, in and out. One more. In and out. Good. From here, let's go ahead and straighten your right leg. So now you're coming a little bit more close to the inner thigh. You still right on the bone, and then you bring the knee back in. So again, stretch it back. And then in. Two more. Stretch it back. And then in. One more time. Stretch back and in. Good. You're gonna bring that left ankle above, so bring it back to right below your sit bone here, and then you can move again side to side, still in that hamstring here. Again, little rock here, side to side. You can simply hold that position if you need to modify. Couple more times. One more. And then slowly release. Remove the ball. And come on back up. Okay, good. So what we're going to do now is, if you have a foam roller instead, if you didn't have a ball, and if you want to grab the foam roller, or I have a little bit larger ball, so I'm going to be doing the quads a little bit here. So what we'll do is we'll take that ball right onto on your right quadricep. So I want to do that quad roll, and then we're going to go back to that twister we did before and see if that increased the flexibility in that position. So we want the ball right in the middle of your thigh. Okay, your legs are nice and straight here. Okay, so you're a little bit, so your left leg is long on the ground. You can even uncurl the toes here. And the first thing you'll do is you'll flex the right foot, and we're just going to glide a little bit here front to back. Okay, so just getting first right into the middle of your quadricep. Again, you could do this with a foam roller if you needed to. One more time here, front to back. Pause here. And now we're going to bend that right knee a little bit and then straighten. So you're going to bend the right knee, let the right knee drop, and then straighten your leg, contracting into your quad. So release, let the right knee drop, and then extend. One more time. Bend the right knee, let it drop, and then extend. Hold here, contract, and bend the right knee down. Bring the right foot up. From here, extend the right leg. Again, bend, and then extend. Once more, bend, and then extend. Bend and hold. Set the knee to the floor, and here just start to bring that leg from side to side. Cross friction. You can scoot forward a little bit, so the ball's going to come down. Again, to the side. A couple more times. One more. All the way, straighten your leg. And now curl the left toes and start to roll front to back. Just a couple passes here, ironing out that quadricep. One more time. To back. And then lie down onto your left side. If you have a block, have your block and place the ball on top of your block. So you will rest your head here. You can rest it on your bottom arm. We elevate the leg here, the ball on the block. So eventually you can straighten your leg and the floor doesn't get in the way, okay? So we start right here. Place your right hand on top of your right outer knee area. And here first apply a little pressure here. And just go ahead and shift that knee forward and back. Okay, so just a little roll here. So we're getting into the quadricep, the medial quadricep here. Okay, and now we're going to bring the knee towards your face and away from your face. Just a tiny bit, so a little scrub here. Cross friction. One more. Okay, hold. Now straighten the right leg and bend. Again, straight. Bend. Twice more. Straighten leg. Contract. Release. Once more. Hold it here. And that little circles. Just do a few more, a few in this direction. Reverse. And then pause. Go ahead and release. Lay back flat. All right. And let's take the ball now underneath your left. I'm going to move to the other side here. So ball underneath your left Start right in the middle of that quad. Right leg long behind you. Curl the left toes. Take a few breaths here. And then when you're ready, you'll just flex and point that foot. It's a small movement here, but just flex and point. Flex and point. One more. Point, pause here. And now we'll contract, release. So you're gonna drop the knee, let it drop, and then extend the leg. Contract your quadricep. Again, let it drop. And contract. Twice more. Drop. And contract. One more time. Contract. Hold it. Bend your left knee. Straighten your left knee. Again, bend. Straight. One more. Bend this time. Hold. And let's rotate your leg from side to side. So take that foot over to your left, internally rotating your leg to the right. And here you can wiggle forward a little bit. Couple more times. Maybe find another spot here. And then extend. Curl the right toes. So you're like in the form plank. And start to glide forward and back. Just a few passes. One more. Good. And then release. Set it down. So now lie down onto your right side. Have the block in front of you. And you can do it without the block if you don't have a block here. It just helps to when you straighten your leg. But if you don't have it, that'll work as well. Okay? Okay, so find again that place. So you're right below. Well, looks below, but anyway, right here, right the bottom part of your inner quadricep. Okay, lay down. The first thing you'll do is bring your right hand, on top of your, is that your left? That's your left. That's my left. Left hand on top of your left knee, and then we're just gonna guide the leg front to back. If you're like a cyclist, this is gonna be a good place to roll because many cyclists use a lot their medial quadriceps, so, but really, running also, so just good place to release and really not getting a lot of stretching in general here. Okay, so from here we're gonna bring that left knee towards your face and then back. Just a few times here, front to back, this direction. And now here, pause. We'll extend the left leg and then bend it. Again, 3 more times. Extend and bend. 2 more. Extend. Bend. 1 more. Bend and hold. All right, and now circle around. Okay, so all the way around here. And then reverse. And again, pause. And let's go ahead and remove the ball, the block, and come on up. So all I want to do is do that twister that we did before and see if maybe your legs are more pliable. That's why we did this, okay? So starting here, so I'll just start here facing the side so you see from the side what it looks like. So again, you're starting with a forward bend. And so we're gonna go to the right first. Okay, so you're gonna pivot towards your right, then you're gonna go around so your toes face the other side. All right, and we're not gonna be here for too long, but just take a soft bow here in that twisting position. So notice if hamstrings, thighs feel more open here. Come back up, and then walk around. Let's go to your left, all the way around. Oops. And again, you'll fold. And then come halfway. Again, we'll walk back to center, where we started. And then from here, come all the way up. Whew, all right, good. Okay, so that was that. So we're gonna grab, let's see how time we got. I don't have much time. Okay, good. So have your strap handy. I'm just gonna go into the strap stretch. So this is one version that if you had like a wall in front of you, you could bring your down leg. Okay, that's my down leg, and that's my right. I would bring my down leg and I push it into the wall, okay? So I don't have a way to do it here for you, but if you could be at the wall, I would say that would be a good place to do this stretch, okay? So I'm gonna do the 3-part hip stretch, which goes first with a hamstring, and then we take the leg out to the side, so getting a little bit more of the adductors, inner thighs, and then we go all the way across, and we're revisiting that IT band again that we kind of found in the twister, okay? So have your strap, and let's place the ball of your foot into the strap, and bring the right leg all the way up to the sky. So arms are nice and straight. So walk your hands up the strap. So try not to kind of do this stuff that we are kind of grabbing, holding for dear life. So I like to just keep my grip loose here. Okay, so I have no pressure here in my grip, in my wrist. And then I walk my hands up the strap so my arms are nice and straight. And then I try to draw my arm bones down into my shoulder sockets. Pull the right hand a little bit more, so you look at your foot and it should be pretty neutral, right? So it's parallel with the ceiling. Actively, and if you were at the wall, I would actively push my left foot into the wall, and I would also focus on the top of my right thigh bone moving forward, okay? So I have both actions going here. So I'm not compressing into my right waist, I'm staying nice and long. And I'm actively driving the heel up, I'm actively pulling down on the strap, and at the same time, I'm pushing the ball of my foot into the strap. And maybe bring your legs slightly closer to you, as long as you can maintain all these actions. And again, actively maybe pressing the ball, the left heel into the wall. Now from here, we'll take your 2 straps into your right hand. Keep your heel in, but spin your thigh out so your toes are moving out to the side. Place your left hand on top of your left thigh, anchoring this down. If you are at the wall, again, it's going to be helpful here. And here we'll take the right leg out to the right side. So go as far down as you can keep that pelvis in its neutral position, right? So you're not rocking to the right. You can really anchor, so pressing the left thigh down. Again, pressing that left heel at the wall will be helpful. So another way I sometimes have people use the block for is I'll place the block underneath my right thigh, so that gives people extra support. So you could slip that block under if you need. Again, actively pressing that foot out. One more deep breath here. Exhale fully. Then we'll bring the right leg all the way up. Have your strap into your left. Scoot your hips towards your right a few inches. Then roll onto the outer edge of your left leg. And we'll bring the right leg all the way over towards your left. Right thumb in your right hip crease. Give that right leg a gentle push. So again, you feel the right waist getting longer. Right arm to your side, it can be straight out. And again, if my left foot was at the wall, I would actively press that foot into the wall. And maybe turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Nice deep thoracic breath. And then one more inhale. And then exhale. Release. Let's go ahead and release the strap. Bend both knees, square off your hips. Both legs nice and straight. Okay, so again, if you're at the wall, your right foot will press into the wall. And I'll bring my left leg straight up. So again, find a place where you can, in a relaxed way, hold on to those straps. Shoulders down, so feel your upper back melting down, so there's no pressure here in the upper body. Neck stays relaxed and soft. Heel drives up. Push the ball of that foot into the strap as you pull down, particularly with your left hand. Notice if your left waist is shrinking, can you keep it long by pressing the root of that left thigh to the front. Take your two straps in your left hand. Keep your heel in and externally rotate your thigh bone by bring your left toes to the left. Right hand on your right thigh. Let's take the left leg out. And again, you may need that block underneath your left thigh, right at the very top, very close to your hip. That could give you extra support here if you need to. And actively, again, reach with that right heel or press it at the wall better. Keep reminding that right hip to root. The leg moving towards the left shoulder. One more breath here. And pull the exhale. Let's bring your left leg back up. Strap into your right hand. Bend your right knee. And we'll shift your hips to your left first. Roll onto the pinky edge of your right foot and bring the left leg all the way over to your right. Actively press that right foot forward, left arm either long or bent. Melting that left shoulder down. Actively pressing the outer edge of the right leg into the ground. Feel that stretch also, maybe into that left pec, front shoulder. Just one more deep breath here. Exhaling fully. And when you're ready, let's release the strap, bend both knees, come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Okay. Again, roll side to side, just like you started today. And bring both legs long. Arms overhead. Rotate your palms to the back, placing those fingers. Give yourself one nice stretch here. If you were at the wall, you could press your feet into the wall. Awesome. Bring your knees into your chest and roll onto your side. So come on up. Alrighty. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this class and that it is something we need to do on a regular basis. So thanks for joining and see you next class.